Good morning and welcome. I'm Karen. This is Veronica's Dreams Coaching and Tarot. Having a little hard time getting started this morning. Hope y'all are doing well. It is Thursday. This is going to be our daily reading, and we're going to use the Somnia Tarot today. Taking a look at current situation. So these cards I can't shuffle like regular, so I'm just going to do this a few times. They're really thick. I can get a couple shuffles in. They're thick and they're large, so they have a hard time fitting in my hand. Okay, let's do this. What do we need to know today? Okay, current situation here. 7 of Coins, present influence, 3 of Swords, future influence. Really strange. Like I saw that and I got like I was gonna. It had like, you know how you feel when you're just about ready to cry, but you hold it back. That I had that. 2 of Pentacles in the future influence. Unexpected, Magician. Okay. Challenge. King of Coins, Strength. Ace of Cups. Where does this lead? 4 of Wands. Ace of Swords, advice. King of Swords, Hierophant's at the bottom of the deck. There's something here about, I'm not getting the feeling of commitment here. I pulled it and the first thing I thought of is just something that's really important to you. I didn't think commitment. I mean, it could be, right? If something's really important to you and it's a project or something, you're committing to it, even if it's just changing the way of doing something or working on anything. I feel like that's what this is. It's really, this situation is just really close to you. And when I say important, like it's a deep thing. Yeah. And the 7 of Pentacles I have in the current situation. So, and with the 3 of Swords in the influence, there's something that's kind of got you sad and it's making you rethink something. This is the feeling I'm getting. Because since the 3 of Swords is the influence and the 7 of Pentacles is the situation, it's like the 3 of Swords has caused you, there's some kind of separation or sadness that's caused you to revisit something on how to work through it. So the 7 of Pentacles, like when I see the 7 of Pentacles, I'm thinking like a garden. You're working through something. You're growing something. But and you work on it regularly. It's not something that you just like. It's not necessarily like an 8 of Pentacles where you're reaching a certain goal, trying to master a skill. This is more a constant constantly working on it. Keep in mind the pentacles are earth, so they're grounded. They take a while to come through. So anytime I'm looking at pentacles, I'm thinking a little bit of patience here, but it's really making you go, okay, I need to rethink how I'm moving forward, how I'm handling this situation, how I'm handling myself, whatever this is to you. Let's take a look at the 7 of Pentacles. I feel like well, let's look at the 3 of Swords first. Because it makes me think, what is this? Why the separation? Why the sadness? Because it's separation or sadness. It could be either or. Hold on just a second. I dropped a card and I've been doing that a lot this morning. So hold on. Okay, got it. I just need to be in like a bad position or something. I must be far away from my desk. Okay. Okay, let's take a look. I'm not messing up my cards here. What is this 3 of Swords, please? It's making me feel very, not as much sad. I mean, I got a little teary-eyed when I set it down, but more like, it feels more like a Five of Cups type feeling. Like that's the energy I'm getting, like disappointment, but not really. You know, it's almost like the disappointment is, yeah, it feels, how am I going to explain this? It, it feels like that next step from disappointment, like where you get disappointed and then it's like, um, proved that it's like super done. Like you're looking at it, you know how sometimes with the, like you're thinking with the Five of Cups, oh, it's a disappointment. I've kind of lost something, but this is like that next, yep, you really did. Um, it's like that. It's a very interesting feeling and feeling. Three of Swords, please. What is this? Three of Swords. Page of Wands, Two of Pentacles. So there's something here that maybe you received a message or you jumped into something. And I feel like the Two of Pentacles here is saying like you've had really focused on something that I get the feeling it's something like you thought of, like you get a message, you kind of go, okay, I can focus on this now. But then there's something that you had some kind of epiphany that kind of is putting you in this Three of Swords influence, this maybe sadness, and it might not be like long lived. It's just this message had you focus on, oh, you know, kind of like excited, and then something came to mind. Ace of Swords. I can't give you exactly because we're all different. It's like, okay, epiphany. Oh, shoot. I don't know. It's just kind of like, oh, well, maybe not. Maybe I was excited. Page of Wands to the Two of Pentacles, and now I just need to rethink it. I need to go back to the drawing board with the Seven of Pentacles. That's what it feels like going back to the drawing board. How am I going to do this? And then we have the Two of Pentacles. So future influence is the Two of Pentacles. So I feel like this may come back around. Feels like a temporary, well, it definitely feels like a temporary because we have Four of Wands, but we do have the Ace of Swords again. So, and then I'm kind of getting some light cards here. But let's see what this Two of Pentacles is. Tell me about the Two of Pentacles. We got the King of Coins and the Magician. The King of Coins, though, is the challenge. So it's interesting to me, too. But the Ace of Cups is the strength. So I feel like there's something really nice here. But whatever happened in the now, this could have been yesterday, today, probably at this approximately the same time you're watching this, or very recent past. Um, or you'll feel it real soon. It's timing is really hard, especially with the videos, because you could be watching them at any given time. Tell me about the Two of Pentacles, please. Okay. Three of Cups, High Priestess, Eight of Cups. This is you, I think, Two of Pentacles here in the future. This is an influence. I think you'll be deciding what to do here. There's a feeling that feels good. So something feels right and happy, and you're going to be in a good place. And the High Priestess is the energy of using your intuition. The Eight of Cups, that intuition, I think you're deciding how much energy should you move away. What should you do here? Um, with the Two of Pentacles, that's you trying to balance this out. Because I get the overall feeling when I have the Three of Cups and then the High Priestess in the middle, Three of Cups and Eight of Cups. Oh, I like this, but my gut's telling me maybe not. So you're looking at the Two Pentacles in your hands going, what should I give my focus to? How am I going to move forward with this? I feel like there's just this really big feeling of this situation kind of brought out some excitement and then turned around and went, oh, maybe not. And then the Two of Pentacles coming back in going, where am I going to put my focus? This could be also someone coming back in and focusing on you. Um, and it could be for some of you. Um, if you're having a relationship issue where it's kind of feeling like back and forth, like where they're paying attention and then they're not, and then they're paying attention and then they're not. It's that it could be a relationship that's kind of the way it is. And this relationship, if it is, doesn't have to be love. It could even be just something like, let's say you're trying to work something out with a friend, a project, and then, okay, we're dealing with it and then we're not. And that's where the sadness can come in, because if you feel like, oh, maybe not, that's why I keep getting the word keep feeling that disappointment too. Like it's more. Um, what is the Magician in the unexpected? Now, you know how I feel about the Magician. It can be good and it can be negative. And to me, when it's negative, it's more of a warning, depending on the position. But the unexpected, I feel like this may be somebody. But let's take a look. And when I say like any of the court cards, well, a lot of the court cards are not court cards, excuse me, the majors, there's a lot of them that can be a feeling or they can be a person. So it kind of depends. Sometimes I see the Magician as a person, and sometimes I see it as an attitude or a you know, um, energy. I feel like it might be a person, but I feel like too this unexpected is like, I feel like it's a positive, especially since it leads to the Four of Wands, you know, with the in the future. I feel like maybe there is some truth to be told here. Again, back to that Ace of Swords, some knowledge, some epiphany, something of that nature. So for those of you who don't watch me often, the Magician to me is a lot about sleight of hand. It can be having all the tools, absolutely, but I see it a lot as, am I showing my full self or am I not? The reason why I feel that way too about this card, I look at where it lands in the majors. So it's in the beginning, right? It goes the Fool, the Magician. The Magician is still young. It's still the beginning of the journey of the major arcana. So to me, sometimes when we're young, we're afraid to, there's that, I can't tell you everything. I can't be 100% honest. Yeah, you have the tools from the Fool with the Fool has his backpack and he takes just what he needs with him. Now, when we get to a certain area, are we being completely honest in what we want to do or who we are or any of those things? So that's kind of how the way I look at the journey of the major, that this Magician is still young and still learning. So I don't see it as negative. I see it as um, you not wanting, not understanding that showing your feelings is okay. But you know, you can get hurt, right? So you're cautious. So that's my feeling of the Magician. So there you have a little bit of why I see it that way. Um, tell me more about the Magician, please, and unexpected. Judgment, Five of Pentacles, and the Two of Pentacles again. That keeps coming up. So there is the Two of Pentacles absolutely can be someone that comes back into your life from time to time. And you know, we all have friends like that, and even situations like that where, you know, their life gets in the way, or we have people around us who can't focus. They go all in, so their focus, they have very little time to switch that focus. And we have the Judgment here with the Five of Pentacles. So this is a rebirth. It feels positive, and it feels like with the Five of Pentacles that it kind of went from feeling good to going, is this really, to, oh, now I have time. And again, that's why I'm looking at the Magician as a person, because the, you know, depending on your personality too, sometimes, you know, having someone that comes in and out is hard to deal with, right? Even though that's life. That's what happens sometimes with friends, I'm not even going to say lovers, could be, but friends, even work. But I do feel like, yeah, something felt good, rebirth, coming back around, but there's this feeling of I don't know. And then the Two of Pentacles is the focus coming back around again. So it kind of does a full circle. The Magician in this spot telling me that you're probably um, dealing with someone that this feels they these cards feel to me like this is someone around you that is struggling with where to put focus. And I feel like with that Five of Pentacles, there's a feeling too of like almost hiding, but not, not kind of feeling bummed, like things aren't, okay. So this feels to me like that this person unexpectedly does kind of chime in, and because this is the last one pulled, yeah, there's going to be more time here. There's going to be more focus. I do still feel like there is this, and it could go back and forth for a while. There may be some real confusion here. It feels very like this person is trying to do maybe a lot of things. Um, and I feel like with the cards, there's definitely something good happening here. They are just, I feel like they're confused, and not confused like um, of their feelings, or confused of um, their prior their priorities. It's more how to fit everything in. And that seems like that maybe they're trying to, with the King of Pentacles here in the challenge, I almost feel like, okay, so it's it's a maturity thing too. So I feel like with this being a challenge, when I say they're trying to get their life together, now this doesn't have to be a male, but it could be someone that's trying to up their career, be more mature, be more a King of Pentacles. And that is a challenge only because for you, they go back and forth. Like they're dealing with the balance. This is like, and it's causing you to have to deal with the balance too. Like you felt good, it came in, it feels good, but now it's sad because I got this idea that no. So it's kind of like this rotation in the way the situation is working out. So a lot of it has to do with them, and you're trying to fit that in. Does that make sense? The Ace of Cups, though, is the positive. So there's definitely something good happening here. There's something really nice with that Ace of Cups. So let's take a look at that Ace of Cups. Focus on the good stuff. Let's see what is the Ace of Cups here. Four of Cups, Five of Pentacles again, Temperance. So yeah, like this. Okay, this is Ace. So this is a good card, and new beginnings. And this is showing up in your strength. But what it does tell me is that the Four of Cups to the Five of Pentacles, the Four of Cups, of course, is having focus, kind of being, this is what I want. And the Five of Pentacles goes, okay, there just needs to be a different way to go get it. And you may have been kind of hiding too. That could be part of it. Like not like maybe speaking up, not hiding in the sense hiding from it completely, but maybe hiding your feelings, or maybe hiding something that you're going, okay, I'm not going to kind of speak up everything right now. But the Temperance, I feel like with this being a strength, there is a really nice emotional um, feeling for this person. I feel like with the Temperance, I feel like that means it's grown, almost like you'll be able to handle all of this confusion in a better way because you've grown. You've grown as a person. You've grown in how you love and care. That's what I feel. The Four of Wands is in where this leads. I feel like this is definitely a celebration. I feel like things are going to come together. I feel like there could be a conversation. There could be, I mean, So when you say the celebration, right? Sometimes we look at the Four of Wands and we think wedding or all of these things, but when I'm doing a daily reading, I don't always see it in this grand, huge celebration. But we celebrate little points in our life. So I feel like in the where this leads is to a celebration of this situation coming to a conversation or rectifying or you know, figuring things out between you. I feel like this is a specific person. And again, this doesn't have to be love. It can definitely be a situation where you're just really struggling with the the you know, just the how to fit everything in. And we all go through different things in our life, right? So there's times where we really have to focus on something. And there's some people that can't focus on too many things at once. They just can't. Like it's not in their wheelhouse. They just can't do that. We have the Ace of Swords here in after the Four of Wands. So the Ace of Swords is usually clarity. It can be maybe some honesty coming in. It could be clear mind. It can be a conversation. It could be anything. Let's clarify the Ace of Swords. I mean, I think of the Ace of Swords as clarity, aha moments. It can be a victory card as well. Um, to me, it's about speaking as well. The swords are a lot about being articulate and speaking truth and being clear is also a sword to me. So tell me about this Ace of Swords, please. Six of Swords, Seven of Cups, and Queen of Cups. So, yeah, there may have been like some kind of choice, like thinking about moving on, but I feel like that what's clear is that you do have choices, and that's important because I think this is not clarity between you and the other person. This is clarity for yourself. Um, the Six of Swords was, I feel like at some point here you were thinking maybe I should just move on because we also had that Eight of Cups as clarifier. And then the Seven of Cups is our choices, right? And there's that Queen of Cups looking at this situation in a very caring, loving way. And I think you care enough about this situation where you're going to stick it out. And I think that you understand that with the Ace of Swords, that this is what I'm going to do. And you almost like finalize it to some degree or another. So the advice is the King of Swords. Again, I'm going to just say, like, speak clearly, be honest, know where you want to go. You know, make sure that you're not letting this situation get in the way of your ambitions, your life, you know, your day to day even. So but it's also talking about being clear. We need to be clear. We need to say, okay, this is what I want or need or not. It's really up to you, but most importantly is know what direction you want to go and make sure that you're taking care of you. The King of Swords to me can be very selfish, and it's asking you that when it's coming up in advice. I feel like they can be a little selfish, and it's asking you to be selfish, not in the fact that you can't give, but make sure you're also taking care of yourself and you have your sights set on where you want to be and what you want to do. Is there anything else we need to know today? We've got Three of Wands, Knight of Cups, and the Five of Pentacles. To me, this is really saying that there is something happening here. The Three of Wands, seeing things come together, the Knight of Cups, somebody coming in with an offer, letting you know that they care about you. Five of Pentacles means there may be, I think it's looking at the situation and taking a new path forward. And I think that's why the King of Swords came up too in the advice. Like, let's just take a new path forward. This is different. But I think this is you not necessarily speaking to them, understanding that you have to do this differently, going back to the very beginning of the reading with that Seven of Pentacles and the Three of Swords. This is not an easy situation because it means a lot to you, because otherwise we wouldn't have the Three of Swords there. So, you know, understand that you just might need to um, do things a little differently, maybe than you have in the past. And I don't think it's asking you to give up, walk away, any of those things. It's asking you to deal with this differently or look at it differently, just, but don't forget about yourself along the way. So there you have your reading for today. I hope you liked it. Let me know. Take care. Have a beautiful day.